Good afternoon. I am Heatherann Bozeman. Yeah, I totally do. And that picture's from 1989. Oof. I, like so many here, am a veteran, but I'm a school teacher, so I have to give you a little lesson. So it was on the 11th day of the 11th month and the 11th hour that was Armistice Day, and it's why we have Veterans Day today on the 11th of November. So Armistice Day was the ending of World War I, and very important because it was the war to end all wars. Yeah, it was not. And then after that, it turned into Veterans Day, actually because of a parade in Alabama, and someone started calling it that, which is very wonderful. So what I want to talk to you about today are my 23 years in the Army, and what a great and amazing time that I had. And then along with the battle-tested idea, how that 11th hour is not for me yet. You know, when I started thinking about the number 11 and the 11th hour, that idea that, you know, this is it. This was my hoorah. That was all that I had, was my military time. I had to really take a look at Melissa's brainchild of this battle-tested but not broken, and truly embrace it. And so we had a great conversation about it. And I started really thinking about that career and all the people that believed in me. When I started out, I was a little wayward and a lot partying, and as it turns out, I really struggled with drugs and alcohol, not drugs, with alcohol in the service, and I am an alcoholic, and I am in recovery today, and I'm so grateful for that. And my time in the military, they allowed me to go to treatment and to support me and to help me, and I'm so grateful for that, because I stand here today having 20 years of sober time. But that was while I was in the military, and some amazing leaders and great colleagues supported me and helped and believed in me and empowered me to continue, to not let it define me, but to instead say, okay, like Corey said, let's find it, let's fix it, let's move forward. And I did. And then they said, well, what do you want to do next? And I said, I really like this idea of getting promoted. That seems nice. And so I was afforded that opportunity, and people believed in me, and they let me continue to get promoted. Then I had a great idea that, hey, I'm really into the physical fitness aspect. I'd really maybe like to be a personal trainer in the military. And they believed in me and supported me, sent me to schools, and I did it. And the journey continued. Every time I wanted to do something in the military, I was able to. I had amazing leaders, tremendous colleagues. A lot of these folks I served right alongside. And when I wanted to do it, when I thought of it, I was able to put together a plan and execute it. And I just wanted to, today, break away that popular misnomer that our time in the military was this hard and rough time. I'm not taking away from anyone that had that kind of experience, but my experience is just chapter after chapter of people believing in me and supporting me and wanting me to succeed and laying opportunity in front of me and letting me take it. After 17 years of being enlisted and getting promoted, becoming a personal trainer, I was a senior NCO. I was what in corporate would be a senior management person. And these two pathways in the military that rarely cross, the executive leadership and the management, I was afforded an opportunity to switch over and to become an officer. And again, I was supported, I was believed in, and I took the opportunity. And so I commissioned, and I never had to let any of my past decisions define me, because I was surrounded constantly by people that said, what do you want to do next? And what do you want to do next? And we challenged each other, and we pushed each other. And then after 3 deployments, I should mention this too, about the support that is in the military, because I want to highlight that. I did 3 deployments to Iraq and Afghanistan, and after the first one, I did have some anxiety and was struggling with the reintegration. The support was there for me again, and I was able to see what we call the wizard. But I went on the counseling appointments, and I went and saw doctors, and was given a lot of the tools like Chris was talking about and some other folks, and I took advantage of them. And I'm so grateful for that. So after my 3rd deployment, I had another great idea. I thought, wow, I really want to be a mom. I think it'd be really great for me to be a mom. I was a single woman, and I really wanted to be a mom. And again, this popular misnomer in the military that, well, they wouldn't support that. They did. I had a commander that said, hey, if you dream it and if you want to do it, my job is to support you and help you, personally and professionally. Those are the kind of people I got the opportunity to serve with. So I made 4 trips to Russia, and I adopted my daughter while I was on active duty. And that's an important story for me to tell to you today, because it's been a great ride. Now, once I got her, what they said is really true. It completely changed my life. And I didn't want to continue my career. And again, I had amazing leaders and colleagues that supported my decision to go ahead and retire. And the point I really want to make, what I want to leave you with, is that belief. Because I came from an environment and a community where people believed in me a lot, and they supported me, and they listened to me, and they helped me with what I want to do next. So I did what every good Army officer does, and I went and I took a corporate job as soon as I retired. And I thought it was going to be a company that I could believe in and that was going to believe back in me, because I had done that with people for 23 years. But I didn't have that experience. They believed a lot in the money and making a lot of it. And it was confusing for me because I was working there for the purpose of the company, but it was hard for me to integrate into that new type of belief system, because I wanted to make sure all our workers had high school diplomas and build their beliefs and figure out what their dreams and goals were. And it wasn't really like that. So very unlike me, I quit, and I decided to find something that I could believe in. So now, although they make it difficult like I did, I teach high school. and I try to believe in them. And I try to tell them that I do, and I try to encourage them. I coach the cross-country team, and sometimes it's hard to get those girls to run. But we have a great team, and it's continuing to build and grow. I was telling Melissa that I heard, it is hard. I heard once that the most sad, desperate, lonely, scared person in our country is a 15-year-old girl. And I think I relate to that. And I don't want them to feel like that. And so if I can give them that belief that I picked up in the Army and build them and encourage them, I think that's what I'm supposed to do with that military career. I think that's where I'm supposed to be. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to give it a try for as long as I believe in it. So I guess what I would challenge you all to do is take that moment to ask people, what do they want to do personally in your professional environment? What do they believe in? Or what could you believe a little bit more in? in your companies. Thank you.